Picture pulling off a sun-dappled Beverly Hills street, lined with towering palm trees and immaculate hedges. You approach a discreet gate set into a vine-covered wall, unassuming, yet exuding a subtle elegance that hints at something special beyond. Once inside, you see that this property isn't designed to dazzle from the street. Rather, it unfolds like a secret garden, blending a classic 1930s or 40s Spanish-style architecture with touches of modern California chic. Red terracotta roof tiles peek through the foliage, and the white stucco walls sparkle gently in the Southern California light. Stepping through the front door, you enter an airy foyer with warm terracotta-colored floors. A few carefully chosen rugs soften the space. It's surprisingly intimate. You might expect glamour from a leading lady, but what you find is a home that whispers with understated charm. A curved staircase sweeps upstairs, its wrought iron railing gently worn with the passage of time. You can almost picture Elizabeth herself descending those steps, a warm smile on her face, ready to greet her closest friends for a low-key evening of good food and conversation. Off to the left, you see the living room, where comfortable, overstuffed sofas and armchairs are arranged around a traditional fireplace. Framed photographs on the mantel show glimpses of a life well lived, some black and white shots with her father, actor Robert Montgomery, candids from the Bewitched set featuring castmates like Dick York or Agnes Moorehead, and personal snapshots capturing beach vacations and holiday gatherings. In the corner, a vintage upright piano suggests nights of music or impromptu sing-alongs. The walls, painted in calming neutral shades, cradle these mementos without feeling cluttered. It's the perfect balance of star power and cozy family living. Past the living room, the dining area joins a delightful sunroom with glass-paneled doors that open onto a lush backyard. Natural light spills over the dining table during daytime meals, while in the evenings, soft lanterns and candles glow amid the greenery outside. Elizabeth was known for her gracious hospitality. Friends recall that she enjoyed hosting small, intimate dinner parties, relaxed affairs, filled with conversation, laughter, and perhaps a toast to the day's blessings. The table was often set with simple yet elegant stoneware, maybe a single floral arrangement at the center, reflecting her warm but unpretentious style. The kitchen, though not huge by modern mansion standards, is thoughtfully laid out with classic cabinetry and ceramic tiles that reference the home's Spanish heritage. An island in the center provides a comfortable spot to chop vegetables or knead dough while chatting with someone perched on a nearby stool. Maybe you'll spot a cookbook or two propped against the backsplash. Elizabeth was said to enjoy testing recipes, occasionally inspired by international cuisines that matched her adventurous spirit. It's easy to imagine her here, stirring a pot of homemade soup, apron on, humming a tune as evening approaches. Through a softly lit hallway, you reach a more private wing. One of the highlights is a small library, where built-in bookshelves hold everything from classic literary works to mysteries, and even a few scripts from Bewitched, kept as treasured souvenirs of the role that enchanted fans across generations. Plush chairs upholstered in earth-tone fabrics invite quiet reading, perhaps next to a broad window that looks out over a flowering bougainvillea. This was Elizabeth's favorite retreat on rainy days, rare as they are in Los Angeles, where she could lose herself in a novel or contemplate her next philanthropic project. Follow the hallway a bit farther and you'll arrive at the master suite, a serene space with wooden floors covered by a thick cream-colored rug. Wide windows draw in the California sunshine, filtering through gauzy curtains that offer privacy without blocking the gentle glow. A king-size bed dressed in soft linens and downy pillows anchors the room. Beside the bed, you might spot a small table with a reading lamp, some personal trinkets, and a photo from her beach wedding to Robert Foxworth. A chaise lounge by the window suggests lazy Sunday mornings spent sipping coffee while skimming the headlines, or simply listening to birds in the garden. Connected to the bedroom, the ensuite bathroom is elegantly traditional, featuring subway tile, a vintage clawfoot tub, and a large mirror framed in ornate metalwork. Aromatic candles and luxurious lotions rest on a small shelf, little touches that point to Elizabeth's love for a gentle, nurturing atmosphere. With every detail, you sense that this room, more than anywhere else, provided her with a peaceful escape from Hollywood's demands. Step through another set of double doors and you find yourself in the backyard, a leafy oasis complete with a free-form pool and an arrangement of lounge chairs. Privacy hedges and flowering shrubs create a secret world where Elizabeth could relax by the water, soaking in the California rays or hosting a lazy weekend barbecue. An old stone fountain burbles softly, adding an almost Mediterranean feel. In the evenings, the outdoor lights cast a romantic glow across the pool, making the yard perfect for stargazing or a heart-to-heart chat with a close friend. Wander to the far side of the garden, and you'll spot a cozy guest casita, perhaps a single-story extension that doubles as an art studio or a quiet workspace. Rumor has it Elizabeth used this secluded nook to memorize lines, reflect on new projects, or indulge in painting and crafts when the creative mood struck. It's furnished sparingly but comfortably, just enough to spark inspiration while keeping distractions at bay. The home's energy is undeniably welcoming, like stepping into the calm eye of a storm where Hollywood's frenzy melts away, replaced by a breeze perfumed with jasmine. Friends recall that Elizabeth loved to entertain in a very personal way, whether that meant an impromptu poolside gathering or a heartfelt conversation on the veranda, letting the LA sunset paint the sky in pinks and golds. She balanced her star status with a genuine appreciation for simple comforts, and the house reflected that blend, refined yet never intimidating. As she grew older and battled illness, the home became an even more essential haven, a place to recharge and spend meaningful time with loved ones. And while Elizabeth's final days, there were marked with both struggle and solitude, the walls continue to radiate the warmth of her spirit. She passed away in 1995, leaving behind a legacy not only in film and television, but also in the hearts of those who knew her as a generous hostess, an advocate for social causes, and a genuinely kind soul. So, what do you think? Does this peaceful Beverly Hills retreat seem like the perfect hideaway for someone who once bewitched the world? Or did you imagine her living in a glittering Hollywood mansion filled with glitz? I'd love to hear your impressions. Feel free to share them below, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up if this tour sparked a bit of magic in your day. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. There are so many more stories to uncover, from star-studded estates to hidden sanctuaries like Elizabeth Montgomery's. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon for another look behind the gates of fame and history. I'll see you next time.